Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling Autocross, and today we're dealing with a 1970 Chevrolet Corvette ZR-1. Now this is a 970 horsepower, 813 pounds-feet of torque from a 7-litre twin-turbocharged V8 engine, and the car itself weighs 3,275 pounds, and it can do 0 to 60 in 5.048 seconds, 0 to 111.228 seconds, going on to a top speed of 146 miles an hour. So yeah, after the disappointing time from the Ford Falcon in the previous episode, I'd thought I'd try out what Americans considered a sports car back in the 70s and the 60s. So yeah, hopefully this will have a chance of beating that Dodge Dart, unlike previous muscle cars and American cars in general. So from this time, so let's see what it can do. Handling wise, this is supposedly better than the likes of that Falcon from the previous episode. It's still going to suffer from some of the same issues like oversteer and lack of traction on the rear end. I'm hoping it'll at least be better in other areas. So yeah, it easily breaks loose this car at the rear end, just like previous cars have. Still, it's got plenty of acceleration, and the brakes are at least half decent. And as you can see, we've already got a time that's way better than the likes of that Falcon. Oh damn it, we've screwed up this lap by missing that checkpoint a bit. Yeah, 1 minute 2.162 is easily one of the best we've had from a car from this era. And that's just on the first lap, so hopefully we'll be able to improve after this one, because obviously we've dirtied it up. So it won't count. But yeah, this car's a lot better than that Falcon was. A lot smoother on that landing there, for instance. This car feels a lot more controlled than previous muscle cars. Tell it's better handling than other muscle cars just by how it handled that corner there. A lot of cars would have to go in a lot slower than that into that corner and then come out of it a lot slower as well. Whereas this was able to hold more than 60 miles an hour all the way around. Yep, improved there. 1 minute 1 second, .328. final lap to try and get more time out of this vehicle. Come on, faster. Well, we didn't improve that time around, but still 1 minute 1 second point 328. Sorry, is still the second best we've had from a muscle car from this era. Quite frankly, it's more than a second quicker than the Chevrolet Camaro Z28 from 1979, and which is the exact same time as the Ford Falcon XA from a couple of years later after this, and it's also faster than the Ford Mustang Boss 302, the Chrysler Valiant, and the Chevrolet El Camino, and way faster than the Falcon from the previous episode. But that also means it's also quicker than the likes of the Volvo 850R, the Nissan Skyline GTS-R, and the Jaguar XJS, and it's not all that far behind off the 90s Ford S3T Cobra R and the Toyota Supra GT. So yeah, that's pretty good, but it's still way off the likes of the Dodge Dart, which is near enough 3 seconds quicker. So actually more than 3 seconds quicker. So yeah, that Dodge Dart still reigns supreme, but we've got a lot closer than we have with other vehicles with this one. So maybe Corvettes are the way to go, but there aren't all that many that are poor in handling that we can try out, quite frankly, because we've only got the Stingray from the 60s, and I'm not sure whether or not the one from the 90s is you know, at the requirement of 7 handling or less, or whatever it is that we have for this series. So yeah, we'll have to have a look, but if it is, we'll give it a try. But that will be more of a modern muscle car than these 60s and 70s ones that we've been given a go. But I'll definitely give out the 60s Stingray a try out at some point, but I fear that car will be a lot slower than this one, because the handling on that is not the greatest, even stock wise. So yeah, might be in for a slow one with that, but we're going to give them as many of these muscle cars as a try as possible, just to see whether or not that Dodge Dart is the best out of the lot, concerning lots of power and no real handling. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.